So, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Hope you're good and everything that you're doing is good. So, I'm going to read on you in Second King, verses 2, from verse 1 to 25. So, let us read. And it came to pass when the Lord was about to take Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind wind, that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. Then Elijah said to Elisha, "Stay here, pray for the second, for the Lord has sent me on to Bethel." But Elisha said, "As the Lord lives and as your soul is, I will not leave you." So they went down to Bethel. Now the son of the prophet who were at Bethel came out to Elisha, and said to him, "Do you know that the Lord will take away your masters from over you today?" And he said, "Yes, I know. Keep silent." Then Elijah said to him, "Elisha, stay here, please, for the Lord has sent me on to Jericho." But he said, "As the Lord lives, and as your soul lives, I will not leave you." So they came to Jericho. Now the sons of prophet who were at Jericho came to Elisha and said to him, "Do you know the Lord will take away your masters from over you today?" So he answered, "Yes, I know. Keep silent." Then Elijah said to him, "Stay here, please, for the Lord has sent me on to the Jordan." But he said, "As the Lord lives and as your soul lives, I will not leave you." So the two of them went on. Now Elijah took his mantle, rolled it up, and struck the water, and was divided this way and that, so that the two of them crossed over the clouds. And so it was, when they had crossed over, that Elijah said to Elisha, "Ask, what may I do for you before I am taken away from you?" Elisha said, "Please, let a double portion of your spirit be upon me." So he said, "You have asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if you see me when I am taken from you, it shall be for you, but it shall not be for so." Then it happened, as they continued on and talked, that suddenly a chariot of fire appeared with horse of fire, and separated the two of them. And Elijah went up by the whirlwind into heaven. And Elisha saw that it, and cried, my father, the chariot of Israel and the horsemen." So he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and tore them into pieces. He also took up the mantle of Elijah that had fallen from him, and went back and stood by the bank of Jordan. Then he took the mantle of Elijah that had fallen from him, and struck the water, and said, "Where is the Lord God of Elijah?" And when he had struck the water, it was divided this way and that, and Elisha closed over. Now when the sons of the prophet who were from Jericho saw him, they said, "The spirit of Elijah rests on Elisha." And they came to meet him, and bowed to the ground before him. Then they said to him, "Look now, there are 50 strong men with your servant. Please let them go and search for your master. Let perhaps the spirit of the Lord has taken him up, and cast him upon some mountain, or into some valley." And he said, "We shall not send any more." But when they asked him till he was ashamed, he said, "Send them." Therefore they sent 50 men, and they searched for 3 days, but no find him. And when they came back to him, for he had stayed in Jericho, he said to them, "Did I not say to you, do not go?" Then the man of the city said to Elisha, "Please notice the situation of this city is present, as my lord see, but the water is bad, and the ground barren." And he said, "Bring a new bowl, and put a salt in it." So they put it to him. Then he sent out the source of water, and cast in the salt there, and said, "Thus saith the Lord, I have filled this water from it. There shall be no more death or barrenness." So the water remained healed to this day, according to the word of Elisha. Then he went up from there to Bethel, and as he was going up the road, some youth came from the city and mocked him, and said, Go up, you bald-headed, go up, you bald-headed." So he turned around and looked at them, and pronounced a curse at them in the name of the Lord. And 2 female bears came out of the wood, and mauled 42 of the youth. Then he went from there to Mount Carmel, and from there he returned to Samaria. This is the word of God.